The brand new Legends of the Franchise program is here, and it is chock full of tons of goodies and a lot of ways to make stubs, getting the packs, selling the players, everything. So today, in this video, I'm going over how you can complete this program as quickly as possible. We want to be as efficient as we can to get through this program because we have just 3 weeks to get 1,000,000 XP to fully complete this program. First off, out the gate here, we can see the program. We're getting a ton of rewards through this. We're getting packs. We're getting stubs here and there. And then not to mention the bosses themselves, still very expensive. This is the first boss you get at just 100,000 XP. And we can see 68K still on the buy now for these. As you go on to the central, these are actually a little bit less. A guy like Toy Hunter, 50,000 stubs right now. Move on to the AL West. 92,000 stubs here in the AL West for these players. 90K right around there. In El East, you got a guy like Hey Carrot who's still selling for 150K on the buy now right now. So if you're coming through and you're knocking out and obtaining these choice packs, you can sell these cards for tons of stubs. If you're still working to other collections, you want to build out your squad in different ways in these Legends of Franchise cards, or you just want to sell now, buy back later, we're going to be going through how you can get this done as quickly as possible. First off, out the gate, obviously we want to knock out our daily moments. That's going to give us 3,000 XP a piece. Those are worth it entirely. Then we have our featured program moments. There is one for every team. So we have 30 moments here. They each give you 3,000 XP. So we're getting 90K XP from those program moments. And that's kind of our first big start. Again, that first pack at 100K XP is still selling for 70K. You do 30 moments, you are just 10,000 XP away from that. And honestly, you'd probably be pretty much at 10,000 XP when you complete the 30 moments because you're going to get your gameplay XP for this as well. The 3,000 XP you're getting per moment is just a bonus on top of that. Now as well, I also do recommend coming in and doing these exchanges. You're going to get 5,000 XP a piece for these exchanges. So one for each division, that is another 30,000 XP. And at 50,000 exchange points, it doesn't take that many stubs. One, you may have a ton of duplicates already in your binder of commons, bronzes, maybe even some silvers or gold players that you don't care to go through and sell. But if you don't, you can buy 74 overall bronze cards at 25 stubs a piece and really knock these exchanges out for less than 1,000 to 2,000 stubs each. So I'll spend 12,000 stubs to get 30,000 XP in this program. I will make that back as a return on my investment from getting to these packs. If we do just the moments and just the exchange, not counting any gameplay XP, we're already at 2 of these packs. So in theory, we sell that first one for 70K. We sell this one for 50K, already 120,000 stubs before we include that tax factor there just from our first 2 packs. And honestly, you knock out these moments in an hour or so, 120,000 plus stubs in just an hour, not to mention all the extra goodies you're getting along the way. Super rewarding here. From that point, then I've done the exchange. If I have a collection, if you haven't done your Kerry Wood, your Chapman, your Cano, your Donaldson, you haven't done Player of the Month program or collected Mookie Betts, do that. And if you save this Clemente from Thursday, the day before the program came out, a lot of y'all probably don't have this collected from the previous program. Come in here and collect that as well. That's another 15,000 XP. All of these I would do if you have them for this program. Personally, for me, I only had the Clemente collection. You can see we're already at 221,000 stubs and I haven't even touched the Conquest map yet, which is another 40K. Now, for me, I didn't touch the Conquest map because I want to go through events, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But from that point, you've done your moments, you've done any collections you have, and you've done your exchanges. I would start tackling this Conquest map, and I would be focusing on these missions for week 1. So that Conquest map is going to give us 40K XP. And if we were to do all 3 missions, that would be another 5,000 XP a piece for a total of 55,000 XP from knocking out these missions here along with that Conquest map. Now, of course, you may be asking, who are your Field of Dreams bosses, the Dog Days, the Back to Old School? I've already put together a little squad that I'm going to be running through the Conquest map when I get there. So all of these cards were in the Field of Dreams, the Old School, and the Dog Days of Summer program. Only card in here that I am not using is that Lou Gehrig. I just don't have him. I haven't bought him yet, but every other card is in that program. So we have Chipper, Riley Green, Al Kaline, Joey Votto, Yachty, who's supercharged right now, so going to be even easier to get parallel XP progress with, Ron Santo, O'Neal Cruz, and Brian Roberts. Didn't set up the bench, but this could be where you throw one of those guys on the bench, have Lou Gehrig in the lineup. When you look at the rotation, both Greinke and Grayson Rodriguez Rodriguez. Those are going to be the two starters you want to use. And if you need to go to the bullpen, definitely utilize going to Billy Wagner first, as he is part of the previous program as well. So we have starting pitching options. We got a reliever option. We have an entire full lineup. If you do the Conquest map with this entire full lineup, just how it's set up like this, you should get pretty close to knocking out each of these. They're only 1,500 player XP apiece, which isn't too much at the end of the day to give you 15,000 XP total between the three of these. You're doing that in the Conquest. Not to mention, we're getting all the gameplay XP while we're going about that as well. Now, after I've done the Conquest map, I've done my moments, I've done the exchanges, I've done all of that, I would focus on events if you do enjoy playing online. First off, you're going to get a lot of stub rewards from these events. We take a look at the reward path here. You can see I'm already at 13 wins. We're getting these 2 rewind packs, and these cards are still selling for quite a bit, 64,000. You can usually find 2 of these that are selling for 60K a piece. So basically, you can get 120,000 stubs per each one of these packs right here, which is insane value if you already have all your previous event rewards. More importantly, though, for every single event win that we get here, we are going to get 2,000 XP to the program. And that's not including these bonus XP that you're seeing here along the way at 1 win, 5 wins here, 10 wins, etc., etc. So whenever you include that bonus XP, just getting to 20 wins here in this event that is only a week long, so it's not here for too long, but getting to 20 wins in this event, you're going to get those 2 players, you're going to get the rewind packs, which is going to give you a ton of subs as it is, but we're also going to get 50,000 XP as a bonus between the 20 wins at 2,000 XP apiece, and then our bonus XP that we're obtaining along the way. So another 50K XP, again, not including any ounce of gameplay XP, which from an event game, you could probably get, you know, upwards of 1,000 plus XP per game. So when you start to include that gameplay XP, you're going to be flying through this program super quickly. Events, possibly one of the best things you could do. And again, maybe you hadn't finished one of the missions for one of these program guys here. You can go through and finish those up there. I'll give you the breakdown of the cards from each program. So Field of Dreams is Grayson Rodriguez, O'Neal Cruz, Riley Green, Ron Santo, Yadi, Votto, Greinke, K-Line, and that Brian Roberts there. The Dog Days is going to be Cal, Pedro, and Johnny Bench, which I didn't even have him here. I could add Pedro here into the rotation, but I don't have him. And then, of course, we have our old school program, which was the most recent program, which was Billy Wagner, Chipper, and Lou Gehrig. So any legends of those guys you can use in the new event too. So anybody besides our future stars and current day players, you can rock those guys in the event to help you knock out some of that parallel XP for those missions and really rack up the XP. We want to be efficient with our time. So by knocking out our missions while we're doing conquests and events, to double down on the XP we're getting, we're going to be flying through it. Again, you can see 221,000 XP just after the first day. I've done a couple of event wins. I haven't even touched the conquest yet. And whenever you get to 400,000 XP, that is going to be your final choice back here from the program. So anything past that is a nice little bonus, but there are a lot of really good bonuses here. Once we get into the end, we're getting juicy choice packs, balling out of control, balling is a habit, pack bundles, headliners, stub drops. We're getting these all-star game packs once again, which some of those are going to hold some nice value. Our home run derby, all-star game choice packs, more balling out of control, more pack bundles. So many rewards in here. You definitely want to knock this out. If you're still working on getting stubs for various collections, you are going to get a ton of stubs from doing this. So that's what I'm working with to knock out this program. Again, we're starting with our moments. We want to get those knocked out. Give us our nice baseline. Do our exchange from that point. If we have any collections, go ahead and lock those in. And we've already probably obtained 1, maybe 2 packs at that point in time. From there, we're going to set up our lineup to knock out those player XP missions. Go on, attack that conquest map, and then turn to events from that point and start racking up that 2,000 XP per event win, which no matter your skill level, you're going to run into some event wins at some point in time. And with the stub rewards from the event itself and the XP, it is definitely worthwhile. As always, if you got any questions, definitely be sure to hit me up down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch y'all around.